Hello everybody, welcome back to Ren Gaming. Right, this is the second video of a series I'm putting up on PC kind of builds at various price points and what to expect if you buy these parts. Now the first build was very budget, but it would allow you to run at 1080. This build is slightly higher spec and you should have no trouble running games at 2560 by 1440 using this setup we have here. Now there's lots of things you can change. You can save yourself a few quid if you want to change the case and bits and bobs like that. But let's get stuck in. Right, so this time around we've gone for the i5 4690K. So this is the Haswell refresh. It's a 4-core at 3.5 with a 3.9 turbo. You can overclock the shit out of these. I've got one. It runs at 4.5, absolutely lovely. Doesn't get too hot, but we have something in a second to counteract the heat. So next up we've gone for the MSI Z97 gaming board. Now this board is excellent, and if you want to upgrade in the future you can add another card. It runs SLI, it's all set up for it. It also supports up to 3000 overclocked on the memory. We're not going to go quite that extreme with the memory because there's no need to. So let's see what we're going to use for the memory. Again, we've only gone for 8 gig on this build because 8 gig is the sweet spot when you're gaming. If you're going to be doing lots of things like video editing and stuff like that, I would recommend more. But if you're going to be doing that, that's a video for a later build when we start looking at some bigger processors with a bit more power. So yeah, what we've gone for the 8 gig Corsair Vengeance Pro. This runs at 2400. I said it in the last video, we all like Corsair because they've been making this shit for years and it is very good. Right, so graphics card. Right, so this time round I've gone for the MSI GTX 770, the twin Frozer one. I have one of these myself again and it is very good. As I say, it'll run anything at 2560 by 1440, and you're looking at high to ultra settings on most of the games. And like I say, I mean, it looks lovely too. You can probably tell so far by what we've picked, the build colour this time is going to be red and black. Okay, so the case, what are we going to put all this stuff in? Now, like I say, you can save yourself a few quid by going for a more traditional case if you like, but I don't own one of these and I have to say I wish I did. The Corsair Carbide Series Air 540 high airflow. Now this is a dual chamber case. On this side, as you'll see here, is where you put all your bits, as you can see, and when you flip it around to the back it has a separate area. Let's not zoom in on that, but it has a separate area where your power supply goes, your SSDs, your hard drives, and there's also room for them at the front. Everything power supply related and that looks untidy goes in this side, and everything that you want to show off goes in this side. And they have 3.5 inch hot swappable drive base here as well. It really is a lovely bit of kit. Now you can get this in white and grey as well, but if I had the choice, that's what I'd be using. Power supply next, I think. Okay, so this thing is only probably going to pull at the very most 450 watts, I would imagine, probably not even that. But the reason I've gone for a 650 watt in this one, and I've gone fully modular, so it's added a few quid to it. If you add another graphics card, you're going to need extra. So we've gone for the RM650. It is a great bit of kit. The cables for this are flat as well, and it makes cable routing and keeping your case tidy very easy. We've gone for the same SSD as before, so we've only gone for the 120 gig Evo, the 840, because it is more than enough to fit on your OS and anything else that is vital. And again, like I said in the last video, with rapid enabled, they are lightning quick. Right, storage for games. It's the same hard drive as last time, except we stepped up to 2 TB this time around. Seagate make fantastic hard drives. They're fast and they're quiet and they're very reliable. I've never had a problem with them, I have to say. So if you want, again this is going to be whether you want one or not, but we've gone for exactly the same Asus DVD writer as before. As I said before, I've got one and they're very good and very reliable. Okay, so because we're going to be overclocking the arsehole off this i5, we're going to need something to keep it cool, and the Haswell does run hot. Now the H105 from Corsair may be slightly overkill for this, but it is so easy to fit and it works so well. It'll fit in the top of this case in pull or push. It won't fit in push pull. You can fit it in push pull in the front if you want to do it that way around, but like I say, it might be slightly overkill. But if you do step up to an i7 and you're going to be running it again overclocked, you know, it saves you mucking around getting another cooler. And the last thing we have gone for, because we all like a few lights in it, if you don't want lights, don't buy these, but the Corsair Air Series SP120, so these have got the white LEDs on, and these will sit at the top of your case and they will bathe the motherboard and everything else in a really, really nice white glow. They're not overly bright, but they're very, very nice. Now you do have a few options. You can go for the SP Quiet editions, which I tend to run because they are almost silent, or you can pick up some fan speed reducers for these as well if you want to, if you want it nice and quiet. But there you go. Again, I've not put an operating system on it. As I said in the last video, that's up to you. You can get Windows 7 or Windows 8, Windows 8.1 for around 70 quid. If you go for the Pros, you're looking at another 30 on top probably. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If there's anything in it you don't agree with, or you like, or you would rather change, let me know. Stick it in the comment section. It's been Ren Gaming, guys. I'll see you all very, very soon.